One of the first things I see in Joe is a vulnerability, an authenticity, a person who cares deeply.
I think Joe's story is a good one in terms of the idea that you can have an impact, you can enlarge your universe.
You know, he has a long history of doing the right thing and learning as much as he possibly can, even in his 80s now.
Call me an all-American boy. I'm not all-American at all. I'm a former refugee, who's been successful and who wants to give back. That's all I can ever do. Well, I am a Holocaust survivor. Chances were of it that I would have never made it had it not been for my father and mother. My father was a prominent physician in Vienna, Austria, and the Nazis came in and put him in concentration camp. And my mother, somehow or other, the Germans were not above bribery, she managed to get him out. My father told me this, that she spoke 6 languages fluently. Her native Polish, Russian, German, French, Spanish, and English. This was 1938. The Germans took over Austria, and we went to France. And there we encountered the Vichy French, which were pro-German. And they said to my parents, "You can't leave." My little brother, who was 6 and I was 8, we were put on a ship sponsored by a Unitarian minister and his wife with 24 other children. And we came to America by ourselves. We said goodbye to my mother, and we never saw her again alive because she died in France. My father climbed the Pyrenees Mountains at the age of around 52 and came to America and established a medical practice for 21 years. And I miss my mother, like any young boy would miss his mother.
It was a challenge for him to find his place, I believe, in this country, and also starting school as an 8-year-old in the U.S., learning English at the age of 8 after having come to this country. So he had a different perspective, I think, than many students who had grown up in the U.S.
But I think that experience, the resilience, the perseverance, the courage that it took as a child to come to a country and not even be speaking the language, and to come without either of your parents, and to ultimately only be reunited with one of your parents, caused Joe to have a very strong bond, not only with his brother, but a strong commitment that in his new country, Joe was going to do everything he could to make a difference. Joe's entire life story is about what's the difference I'm going to make? How am I going to make a positive contribution?